Hi, hello, my dear children. How are you? Today we are going to continue chapter 4 quadratic equations. Already you have learnt what is a standard form of a quadratic equation and solutions of a quadratic equation by using factorization method. And in this session, we are going to derive the quadratic formula. After learning that formula, we will move to the sums. Okay. So, solutions of a quadratic equation by using quadratic formula method. So, for that we need the formula. So, how are we getting the formula? So, what is the standard form of a quadratic equation? That is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and a should not be equal to 0. This is the condition. Isn't it, children? And we are going to find the roots of this quadratic equation by using the completing the square method. Okay. So even though the completing the square method is not included in the syllabus, let me explain the derivation. Then only you will be able to keep the formula in mind. Otherwise, you don't know from where it jumped, isn't it? So, we'll do step by step. Okay. First step, we'll make the coefficient of x squared as 1. For that, what should we do? You have to divide each term by a. Okay. So, divide each term by a x squared by a plus bx by a plus c by a is equal to 0. Here a and a will get cancelled, isn't it? So what do we get? X square plus b by ax plus c by a is equal to 0. Okay, now this constant term, let us bring it to the right hand side. Okay, and then this is in the form of a squared plus 2ab. That is, if I say the formula in terms of a and b, you will get confused. So, let us take the formula as p plus q the whole square. Okay, so next step, what should you do? You bring this constant term x squared plus b by a x to the right hand side. So what will be there? Minus c by a. Okay. Now this is in the form of p square plus 2pq. Okay. And so what is missing here? Q square is missing. Isn't it, children? So if you know what is q, you can add q square to the left hand side and right hand side. So the value of the equation will not change. We'll balance the equation. If you add the same quantity to the left hand side and the right hand side, the value of this equation or any equation will not change. Okay. So how to find that? So let us equate these two. What are we going to equate? We are going to equate this 2pq. Here we are going to take this as 2pq. Okay. So 2pq is equal to b by a. Okay. You know the value of p. P is what? X square. What is the coefficient of x squared? 1. So, 2 into 1 into q is equal to b by a. Is it clear? Now, you bring this to here because we want only the value of q. We don't want 2q. So, q is equal to b by 2a. So, what will be q square? b by 2a the whole square. Is it clear now? So now we have calculated the value of q. Okay, so in the place of q square, let us write, let it be q square. We will write one more step so that you can understand clearly. So it is x square plus b by a x plus, what is the value of q square? B by 2a the whole square is equal to. See, here we have added, so here also we have to add. Isn't it? Both sides you have to add. Then only the value will not change. Isn't it, children? So, what will be this? Q squared. Q squared is what? B by A the whole squared minus C by A. So, we have added same term. B by 2A the whole square and B by A the 2A the whole square to both sides. It is not B by A, it is B by 2A the whole square. To both sides we have added. So the value of the equation is not changed. We have balanced that equation. Okay. Now, so it is in the form of what? In the left hand side, what do we have? It is p square, instead of p square, x square. 2pq is what? B by a x and q square is b by 2a the whole square is equal to b by 2a the whole square minus c by a. So you can write this as what? It is actually what? P plus q the whole square. Okay, so instead of p plus q, what are we going to write? X. X plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to b squared by 2a the whole square is what? 4a squared minus c by a. Isn't it, children? Now you take the LCM as 4a squared. So what will you get here? X plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to 4a square is the common denominator. So you have to multiply this by 1, this into 1, this into 1. We get 4a squared is already in the denominator. So now what should you do? You have to make this, multiply this by 4a. So that here the denominator will be what? 4ac. 4a square. Not 4ac, it will be 4a square. Okay. Now, so what will you get? 4a square is the common denominator. So the first term will be here b squared minus 4 into a into c. 4ac. Is it clear? So now you take the square root on both sides. Okay, taking the square root on both sides. So root of x plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to square root of b squared minus 4ac by 4a squared. Okay, this you can write it as root of b squared minus 4ac by, what is the square root of 4a squared? 4a squared is equal to 2a into 2a. So when you take the square root, it will be 2a. So you write this as root of 4a squared. Okay. So now what's the square root of this? It is x plus b by 2a is equal to root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, children. Now we want only the value of x. What is the meaning of solution of a quadratic equation? The value of x. That satisfies the equation. That means which is making the left hand side and right hand side of the equation same. Isn't it? So we want the value of x. So what is x? X is equal to, you bring this term to the other side. And here children, when you take the square root of anything, we will be writing this as what? Plus or minus. Isn't it? Suppose you take 4, 2 into 2 is also 4. The same way, 4 is minus 2 into minus 2 is also 4. So when you take the square root of 4, usually we have to write it as plus or minus 2. Is it clear? Because plus 2 into plus 2 also 4, minus 2 into minus 2 also 4. Is it clear? Therefore, here we have to write plus or minus. Okay. Now x is equal to, when you bring this term here, minus b by 2a plus or minus what? Root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a. Now see here, 2a is the common denominator for both terms. Isn't it? So you take this as the common denominator. X is equal to minus b by b minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac the whole divided by 2a. So what are the two roots of this quadratic equation? Ax squared plus bx plus c. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac, not plus or minus, first plus by 2a, and x is equal to minus b minus root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a. Is it clear, children? How are we getting the solution of the quadratic equation? Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay. So, this is the formula. Okay. This is called as the quadratic formula because it is the solutions of the standard form of the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Have you understood? That's why we can apply this for finding the solutions of a quadratic equation in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Is it clear, children? So this is the way we are getting the formula. Okay, since the completing the square method is not in your syllabus, this derivation will not be asked in the examination. But you should know how are we getting the formula, quadratic formula. What is the quadratic formula? You should know in the quadratic formula is the solutions of the standard form of the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Isn't it, children? So for that only I just derived the formula in this session. I hope you might have understood this, and now it will be easy for you to remember and register in your mind, and you can apply this for finding the roots or solutions of the given quadratic equations. Okay, children, take care of your health. God bless you all.